Should be live. Hello and welcome everyone to another daily high stream, more like daily lows all week. I'm gonna cut the camera right now. Keep in mind the financial summit in the Maldives, just 2 weeks away, a little over 2 weeks away. Let's cut the camera and go to screen share. For some reason, my camera has been having latency issues. You know what I should do? I should actually try switching the camera. That's okay. I'll do it next time. Maybe it's my webcam that's been the problem. And speaking of which, I'm just gonna unplug it now. Maybe it'll help. And right, so actually, I want to begin with the S&P. Yesterday, just before I got off the stream, because I had to run, and this was the 10 a.m. candle. And if you guys remember, I said, wow, we have fallen 60 points off the open, not even off the high. We fell 65 points off the open. Off the high, a few minutes later, we fell 75 points. And I said, man, this is what the 10 a.m. reversal is made for, to buy at 10 a.m. After, a big fall. And this 5-minute candle was reversing. We were sitting in near the top of that candle. And I said, man, that's a beautiful time to buy the S&P. And guess what? It was a beautiful time to buy the S&P. And of course, Bitcoin reversed as well. And my computer is kind of frozen. So from the middle of that candle, the S&P reversed for about 50 points. There was a 50-point reversal in the S&P on the 10 a.m. reversal, exactly on the 10 a.m. reversal. There, we had a 50-point move, so that was absolutely awesome. And however, lower lows were certainly made in the S&P 100 after that, and Bitcoin did the same. I'm actually, yeah, I know it reversed on. It reversed at about 10:02, and by 10:03, it was already way up the candle. So we were watching that in real time yesterday, but I couldn't stay on any longer. We can click on the daily chart of the S&P and take a look. Bitcoin has certainly underperforming, but this move right here yesterday on Thursday certainly explains the big crash in Bitcoin. The S&P went down pretty heavily. I haven't looked into the reason for this, but S&P is still near the all-time highs. I think the S&P will be fine, but if the S&P goes into a real bear market, Bitcoin might have topped for the cycle. I don't think the S&P is going to go into a bear market. Therefore, it's unlikely that Bitcoin has topped for the cycle, and this is just a pull within a bigger uptrend for Bitcoin. Let's go and take a look at Bitcoin. That's still a very bad weekly candle, and it's calling for 6 more weeks of downside. Now, the downside, I don't think is going to be as bad as current week. 6 weeks of $15,000 downtrends is going to be nasty. Even if by percentage, 6 more weeks of current percentage of 15% downside in Bitcoin would lead to a sub $50,000 Bitcoin. I'm not expecting that. I'm expecting the ultimate buying opportunity to be in the low 70s. I talked about this 3 months ago that mid 80s to low 70s was going to be the sweet spot. And right now it is looking like low 70s is more likely. The big question is, what is the probability that we have found a low at $78,200? I gotta say that probability is on the low side as well. I don't see anything in this chart that is, screaming buy the dip as it was. The MRI, even on the daily, is calling for 3 more days of downside, not including today. And today is only getting started. Don't assume that today is going to be the reversal candle. Yes, the Max Payne for today is suggesting that we should rally. And I do expect us to rally a little bit based on Max Payne. So that's a good sign that Wall Street is incentivized to pump Bitcoin today. But that doesn't mean it's not going to dump over the weekend. So we still have Saturday, Sunday, and even Monday to deal with. And Monday is, of course, a new week, so there's plenty of room to drag it down in the beginning. And the candle after the MRI buy is also a shifty week that could send the prices lower. So we do have our strong support sitting at 73,000, somewhere between 71 and 73. It's 73 on a daily scale, 71 on the weekly scale. That is our strong support. The looking at some of the oscillators, I really want to. Yeah, so I think Matt's green diamond should show up soon. I have it set to reverse. So I think the moment we get a green candle here, we're going to get a green diamond. That's where Matt's going to be a big buyer. I would like to reach an MRI buy opportunity, and I would like to reach that opportunity as low as possible. So something in the low 70s would be ideal on Monday. Low 70s Monday creates the buy the dip opportunity. It's possible that we've bottomed, but I don't think so. As I've been saying in my Telegram group, when people ask me all week, I don't post in there much. Every time people, posted a chart, I kept for the last 3 days, I kept saying it looks like it wants to go lower. It looks like it wants to go lower, and we've been going lower. So this was not a great candle to buy the MRI because it was happening in massive consolidation. No matter what happens with the MRI, it's going to happen after a big drop. At least one more low, and we're good for an MRI buy on the dip. Because if this is the low and we rally from here, and by Monday we're trading above 85, it doesn't set up a good MRI buying opportunity. And as someone like me would wait for confirmation basically before going long. The only way I am catching a falling knife is if it's under 75,000 and Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday. Since I don't really trade on the weekend, it only leaves me Monday or Tuesday. Okay, though Tuesday is tricky. Tuesday needs to be an up day for me to buy, not a down day. If Tuesday's a down day, I'm now extra concerned. I really don't want to think about what happens if we go below 70. I really don't. I am very confident we're not going below 70. So I'm not really entertaining the idea of what happens if we go below 70 until we go below 70. If we go below 70, I will then have to rethink everything about the current cycle of Bitcoin. As long as we stay above 70, we are still in the bull cycle, and this is just a pullback, a big, nasty pullback. But hey, better a quick one, like ripping a band aid, than like a slow bleed for 15 months of downside. Like you'd rather be at 70 uh, in March of this year than of December of this year, right? Like you don't want to be bleeding down to 70 by December. You want it over with so that by December we're clearly back over 200 instead of hanging around here in the 90s, maybe go to 110, maybe fall to 88, maybe go back up to 110 all summer long, and then fall down to 70 in December or January of next year. You don't want that. So let's get the 70 pullback out of the way now so that by December, you know, 5-digit Bitcoin prices are behind us forever. That's basically the goal. Okay, short-term chart. So beautiful MRI buy on the hourly chart right here at 4 o'clock in the morning Eastern time. I was asleep. I gotta go to the airport right after this video. I'm heading off to Denver. Speaking of Denver, here's the weigh-in. You'll find the fight on Karate Combat Twitter, I believe. But I retweeted this, so you can go to my Twitter, or X, as they now call it. And yeah, video's not really playing, but this was the weigh-in. Matt's been trying to gain weight like crazy to catch up to the monster that he's fighting. And apparently he's like the champ. Nobody wanted to fight him. Matt's going to fight him. It's an MMA fight. Matt's a boxer. So I don't know if he knows how to kick, but we're going to find out. I'll be there. Hopefully I'll be there in his corner. Uh, yeah, I mean, everything's frozen, but just go to my Twitter and check that out. I retweeted it last night. There they are. It's gonna be a great fight. I don't know what time it's gonna be. I know doors open at 6 o'clock, 6 p.m. in Denver time. Man, I'm on East Coast time. It's gonna be rough. I'm not gonna be sleeping. I have a 6 a.m. flight back to the East Coast, and then I gotta go to Dubai. I'll be in Dubai on the 4th of March, actually. But there's your weigh-in. Also, while that's moving, Financial Summit, just 2 weeks away. Join us in the Maldives. We still have some space out in the Maldives. Check out this video if you want to know more, but I'm sure everyone that's watching this already does. So that's the hourly chart of Bitcoin. What about the 4-hour chart? Did we get any MRIs on the 4-hour chart? We did not. There could still be an MRI buy. Man, I was really optimistic over this MRI buy on the 4-hour chart back on the 25th of February. That amounted to a whole lot of nothing. So I don't think we're gonna get. I mean, we could get another one when the market opens. Uh, when the market opens, we could dip down one more time, but it looks like we are gonna avoid the MRI here. So I mean, but like I said, I do think we're gonna go lower into the low to mid 70s, so there'll be a chance. Anything on gold? Ah, man, gold didn't give us the perfect MRI top. It would have been nice if this was an up week for gold and then we started to fall. Would have been a beautiful daily MRI top inside a weekly, inside a monthly, the whole shebang. But I'm gonna take a look at gold next week. We may even avoid an MRI top candle if this continues, which is unfortunate. We do need next candle to be above uh, the first week of the month's close. So we do need a little bit of a rally in gold in order to get the official MRI top. Otherwise, we're gonna get stuck with this warning arrow. I would really like to see a little rally in gold today, tomorrow, something like that. Let's see how the futures markets are trading right now in the morning, and then I'm gonna have to go. Futures markets are putting in a little doji. This means nothing because the market opens in 30 minutes. So on this note, I'm gonna get going. Thank you all for watching, guys. One last thing, maybe. How did Nvidia earnings go? Man, I was checking out some shit coins. I was just making myself feel better this morning. This is Bitcoin dominance. Oh, that's the wrong Bitcoin dominance. Sorry. This is Bitcoin dominance. That's the proper Bitcoin dominance, eliminating the stable coins. And it is at a 5-year high, 4-year high. And I can't wait to see this break 73%. We're not far to go to a proper all-time high. And that's been a nice trend since 2021. Since late 2021, Bitcoin dominance has been growing. This is Bitcoin dominance excluding the stable coin. So this is Bitcoin versus shitcoin. Though DAI is a shitcoin, I don't know if DAI should be here. USDC is okay. USDT is okay. DAI is a scammy shitcoin. So maybe I should remove that actually. If you're holding DAI, you are not the brightest person in the bunch. Let's put it that way. It's just a hack waiting to happen. And if I can pull up Nvidia with these latency issues, I will, and then go. Well, there's MicroStrategy. You know where my buy point is. Nvidia is looking bearish. Wait, wasn't there earnings a few days ago? Or am I wrong? Yeah, it was. Yeah, that was not, earnings did not go well. I mean, they went well, but the next day everything kind of fell apart. Well, no, wait. Hold on, let me check which day it was. I think it was Thursday after market. So the next day it all fell apart. So that's bad. That's an ugly chart. And we're about to open below the MRI support line. Look at Nvidia beautifully topping on the daily MRI. And down we go. So yeah, Nvidia's bearish, the market's bearish. All right, and on this note, we're gonna call it a day. I'm not even gonna try to turn my camera on. Thank you all for watching, and see you all on the next one.